In this presentation, we will see image enhancement in frequency domain. This presentation consists of the introduction, then one-dimensional Fourier transform and its inverse. After that, we will see two-dimensional discrete Fourier transform and its inverse. And at the end, we will see filtering in the frequency domain. First, we will see the introduction. Although we'll see the one-dimensional Fourier transform and its inverse. The Fourier transform f of u of a single variable continuous function f of x is defined by the equation f of u is equal to integration of minus infinity to infinity f of x e raised to minus j 2 pi u x dx, where j is equal to square root of minus 1. Conversely, given f of u, you can obtain f of x by means of inverse Fourier transform. That is, f of x is equal to integration of minus infinity to infinity f of u e raised to j 2 pi u x du. These two equations comprise the Fourier transform pair. These equations are easily extended to two variables u and v. F of uv is equal to integration of minus infinity to infinity f of xy e raised to minus j 2 pi ux plus vy dx dy. Similarly, for the inverse transform, f of xy is equal to integration of minus infinity to infinity f of uv e raised to j 2 pi ux plus vy du dv. Our interest is in discrete functions. The Fourier transform of a discrete function of one variable f of x is equal to 0, 1 to up to m minus 1 is given by the equation f of u is equal to 1 upon m summation x is equal to 0 to m minus 1 f of x e raised to minus j 2 pi ux upon m for u equal to 0, 1 to up to m minus 1. This is also known as discrete Fourier transform, that is DFT. The discrete Fourier transform is the foundation for most of the work in this chapter. Similarly, given f of u, you can obtain the original function back using the inverse DFT. That is, f of x is equal to summation u is equal to 0 to m minus 1 f of u e raised to j 2 pi ux upon m for u equal to 0, 1, 2 up to m minus 1. As in the analysis of complex numbers, it is sometimes convenient to express f of u in polar coordinates. F of u is equal to absolute of f of u into e raised to minus j phi of u, where absolute value of f of u is equal to r square u plus I square u raised to 1 half is called the magnitude or spectrum of the Fourier transform, and phi of u is equal to tan inverse of Iu upon Ru is called the phase angle or phase spectrum of the transform. In equations 10 and 11, Ru and Iu are the real and imaginary parts of f of u respectively. The two-dimensional DFT and its inverse. The discrete Fourier transform of a function or image f of xy of size m by n is given by the equation f of uv is equal to 1 upon mn summation x equal to 0 to m minus 1 y equal to 0 to n minus 1 f of xy e raised to minus j 2 pi ux upon m plus vy upon n for u equal to 0 to m minus 1 and also for v equal to 1 to n minus 1. Similarly, given f of u v, we obtain f of xy via the inverse Fourier transform given by the expression f of xy equal to 1 upon mn summation u equal to 0 to m minus 1 summation v equal to 0 to n minus 1 f of u v e raised to j 2 pi ux upon m plus vy upon n for x equal to 0 to m minus 1 and y equal to 0 to n minus 1 and comprise the two-dimensional discrete Fourier transform pair, that is DFT pair. The variables u and v are the transform or frequency variables and x and y are the spatial or image variables. When implementing the Fourier transform in computer, the limits of summations are from u equal to 1 to m and v equal to 1 to n. The actual center of the transform will then be at u equal to m by 2 plus 1 and v equal to n by 2 plus 1. The value of the transform at uv is equal to 0 0 is from equation number 12. F of uv is equal to 1 upon mn summation x equal to 0 to m minus 1 summation y equal to 0 to n minus 1 f of xy, which we see is the average of f of xy. In other words, if f of xy is an image, the value of the Fourier transform at the origin is equal to the average gray level of the image. Now we will see filtering in the frequency domain. Filtering in the frequency domain consists of following steps. Number 1. Multiply the input image by minus 1 raised to x plus y to center the transform. It is common practice to multiply the input image function by minus 1 raised to x plus y prior to computing the Fourier transform. Number 2. Compute f of u v, the discrete Fourier transform of the image from 1. Number 3. Multiply f of uv by a filter function h of uv. Number 4. Compute the inverse DFT of the result in 3. Obtain the real part of the result in step number 4. And the last, multiply the result in 5 by minus 1 raised to x plus y. This figure shows the basic steps of filtering in the frequency domain as we discussed in the previous slide. The reason that h of uv is called a filter, the term filter transfer function also is used commonly, is because it suppresses certain frequencies in the transform while leaving others unchanged. In equation form, let f of xy represent the input image in step 1 and f of uv is its transform, that is the Fourier transform. Then the Fourier transform of the output image is given by g of uv is equal to h of uv into f of uv. The multiplication of h and f involves two-dimensional functions and is defined on an element by element basis. The filtered image is obtained by taking the inverse Fourier transform of g of uv. The final image obtained by taking the real part of this result and multiplying it by minus 1 raised to x plus y to cancel the multiplications of the input image by this quantity. The filtering procedure outlined in the above figure is the general form that includes pre and post processing stages. In addition to the minus 1 raised to x plus y process, examples of other processes might include cropping of the input image to its closest even dimensions, that is required for proper transformation centering, gray level scaling, conversion to floating point on input, and conversion to an 8-bit integer format on the output. This is the end of this presentation. Thank you.